last two. He's also been in 3 plays in the 3 years he's been at this school. Sepanta will be going to the University of California, Irvine next year and is undecided on what he will study. One teacher has commented, Sepanta is truly a special human being.
Wow.
You only have to have a brief conversation with him to know that he is extraordinary. His smile is warm and welcoming, a shining example of integrity. Sepanta is one of the most optimistic and passionate students I have ever had the pleasure of teaching. He has been an integral part of this school, where his presence has been felt and valued. He was a leader both in my class and in his community. I unequivocally know that he will go on to do great things. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce GAA's first teacher-chosen senior class speaker, Sepanta Shekarchi.
Thank you for that great introduction, Dr. Fryer. Students, teachers, and honored guests, we're finally here. We are finally done with the biggest stage of our lives so far, school. We can say goodbye to the days of waking up early, working hard and staying up late, and say hello to days of waking up earlier, working much harder, and staying up much later. But I know that this class of 2015 is up for the challenge. I still remember seeing the faces around the room in 10th grade when they told us they won't be able to provide us with the IB. Some of us were ready to give up and change schools, but many of us decided to stay because we saw potential in the school. I just lost mine, sorry. We saw potential in the school. Thank you. As we toured the facilities and met the teachers and talked to the students, we realized how great this school could become, and we did not want to give up on that dream just yet. So instead of giving up and changing schools, we fought for what we wanted. We were resilient and got what we wanted, whether it was a senior prom or a panini before lunchtime. This class of 2015 will not only be remembered as the first graduating class of GAA, but also as a class that did not give up and now will leave a legacy that will be hard to live up to. As we filled out our admission papers for this school, we had a dream of what it could become and what kind of students we'd be as a result of going here. Now, as we sit here today and get ready to travel new paths, I think it's safe to say we achieved that dream. To the first graduates of GAA, I want to say this: never lose that fighting spirit. Always be up for the many challenges you face in the future, and you will face many. From learning how to use a washing machine to booking your own doctor's appointments, life will get tougher, but so will you. One thing I ask you all, don't forget the 2 people who have been with you through it all and are the reason you are sitting here today. The creator of Wikipedia and the creator of copy-paste.
That was good.
You should also not forget your parents.
Yay!
Who helped you walk your way to your first day of school and now watch as you walk by yourself to university. Your parents have cared for you, prayed for you, and paid for you as you went by your 12 years of school. They've worked so hard to get you to where you are now and are hoping you succeed in university so you can buy them a big house when they retire. And to the parents, try not to miss your kids too much. I know they don't hang out with you as much as you wish, and they always seem to be avoiding you at home, but that's only because they're trying to get used to living without you, and deep down it's killing them to know that they have to live without you. I always took comfort in seeing my parents when I was younger, especially when they came to school to pick me up. There were times when I hated going to school and dreaded every minute of being there, and I would call them and tell them I was sick just so they could pick me up. Seeing my dad dressed up in a suit and tie coming to school and carrying my bag as we walked to the car always made my day much better. My parents would carry this aura of home wherever they went, And I know that they'll love me no matter what, and when we go to university, we're going to hate it sometimes, we're going to dread being there, but we won't have our parents there to seek comfort anymore. And it's going to be hard, but that's when we're going to learn to grow up and become adults. But in the end, we'd never be able to do that without your support, and for that we say thank you. Now enough of all this gloomy love stuff, let me tell you a story. Last year, many of us went on a skiing trip to Switzerland. We always had a lot of free time after skiing, and we decided to pass the time by pranking each other. I could never sleep at peace because whenever I tried, Ture for Jakob would put an electrical razor near my face and laugh at my reaction. Spencer woke up with toothpaste all over his hand and face one day. Jakob snuck into one of the rooms with a vuvuzela and made sure no one could get any sleep. But the funniest memory I have of that trip would have to be when we tried to prank one of our teacher supervisors, Mr. Lovett. We had just come back from a trip to the city and were talking to the other teacher supervisor, Miss Ruderman, about pranking Mr. Lovett. We were gonna have her tell Mr. Lovett that she caught Amir going to a bar in the city and ordering a drink. Amir waited in his room with cameras everywhere so he could record Mr. Lovett's reaction. Mr. Lovett comes into Amir's room and simply says, "Get your passport, you'll be going back to Abu Dhabi tonight." Amir is speechless and the rest of us are freaking out because we didn't think he'd react like that. Mr. Lovett takes Amir outside and talks to him for 20 minutes about being responsible and mature. And we're all looking through the window and we're all shocked, like, oh my god, this is our fault. And then we suddenly see Amir and Mr. Lovett laughing and we're like, what the heck's so funny? Turns out Miss Ruderman's much better at pranking than we thought. She told Mr. Lovett that we're going to do this and decided to have him react in such a way and freak us out. So we learned a valuable lesson that day. Do not trust Miss Ruderman with pranks. Now, to finish up my speech, I want to give one piece of advice to the graduates. Have fun. The next 4 years of your life will be crucial to how you spend the next 50 years of your life. You will have to work harder than you've ever worked before, and as optimistic as you are, it will only get tougher from here. So study for your courses, meet your deadlines, and get your degree, but don't forget to have fun in between. Meet new people, go to new places, and try new things. You will discover yourself in the next few years. Find passions and pursue them. Make mistakes and learn from them. And most importantly, go outside and seek an adventure. Although your parents might disagree with me, no good story ever started with, "So I was sitting at home studying." To conclude, I wish you all success, and I wish you all remember me when you become successful and help a brother out. Thank you.
Thank you, Sepanta. All right, the time